I tell you what, I used to look at my life, everything from fitness to cooking and writing to YouTube channels, and I would judge myself for having this messy hodgepodge of a resume, an eclectic collection of careers, as I like to call it, with absolutely zero wealth to show for it. And you know what, today, with $11 in my bank account, I just had a massive breakthrough. You see, I don't have a hodgepodge. I have proof of concept across multiple careers that I know how to go from paralyzing fear to moving. You see, I'm not here to show you how to get rich. I'm here to show you how to get up off the floor and take that very first step. My name is Gerald and I am money drunk. You know, when I ended my fitness career, I thought I wanted to be a chef. So what did I do? Instead of just watching the Cooking Network, I actually applied to culinary schools. I got in and graduated from culinary schools and went to work at several different restaurants and worked my way up to being sous chef. That's what I was able to do in order to learn and begin to master that skill. And the latest thing that I've attempted is I went to publishing. I started publishing books. And for me, starting to publish books, that started several years ago. I self-published a book on Amazon, and I had someone help me with the editing process and design the book cover. And I was able to do that and publish my first book. And then later on, a few years later, I was able to publish another book. I took a concept, I took an idea, I created an outline, and then I hired multiple people in order to publish that book. I hired a ghostwriter. I hired a copy editor for the Amazon landing product page. I hired a book designer. I hired an editor. I hired a couple of editors. And I was able to publish that book. And this latest project that I did the same thing. This time I used AI. So I employed an entire process. I watched one YouTube video and I was able to replicate a process using a couple of AI platforms to actually come up with an outline, come up with an idea, write an outline, write the individual chapters, edit the book, come up with a cover for the book, and then go ahead and publish it on Amazon KDP. So it's out there. And I was able to do that over and over and over again. And now I have a series of books available on Amazon. But like I had alluded to earlier, I'm not here to tell you how to get rich. I've never been successful in selling and marketing these sorts of services. But I know what it's like to live in paralyzing fear. I know what it's like to be a 57-year-old man and have absolutely zero wealth. Nothing to retire on, nothing. And so I know how to start over. I know how to have an idea of something that I want to do, no matter what it may be. Maybe something that I've never done before, something that I don't have any experience in, or something that I don't feel worthy of being able to do. That's a big one for me. Going from that concept and idea to taking the very next step. And all the while I'm just trying to take that first step, I am battling self-doubt. I am battling that inner critic that tells me that I don't know what I'm doing because I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm battling all those voices that tell me that I'm not good enough, that I'm not smart enough to be able to handle this, to be able to complete this. And I'm able to take that next first step. And sure, I've failed many times along the way. I have either not followed through on projects at all, or I have followed through on projects but not completed them as intended. Or in this last case, I have been successful in completing them, created a quality library of work, bookshelf of work. And I'm proud that of the work that I've accomplished with the assistance of AI in order to create this. But the point is I know how to go from just having an idea, having an inkling of, hey, maybe this could be something that I could be good at. But I know I need to put in the time. I know I need to put in the effort. First of all, like I said, I got to pick myself up off the floor from that paralyzing fear, that self-doubt, that voice inside my head that's telling me, hey, Gerald, you don't know how to do this because I don't know how to do this. But I'm willing to do a minute of research and I'm willing to take that next step. One of my favorite quotes from a Stoic philosopher is the Teddy Roosevelt quote. And the quote goes something like this: the best thing that you can do is the right thing. And the next best thing you can do is the wrong thing. But the worst thing that you can do is nothing. Taking that first step, building that momentum. Sometimes that's the hardest part. They say that when a rocket takes off from the Earth, it spends 99% of its energy just trying to escape the atmosphere and the gravitational pull. And that's exactly what I'm able to do for myself. I'm able to take that next right action. Whether it's right or wrong, I can course correct along the way. But taking that next right step. And again, it hasn't made me rich. And it's created, I would say, zero wealth in my life. But it's allowed me to move forward. It's allowed me to move forward in my 12-step programs, to be able to move from step to step to step, to go from knowing that I'm powerless over whatever it may be, to thinking that there may be a power greater than myself that can return me to some semblance of sanity. And just taking that next step, whether it be researching more about different AI platforms and what they can do for me, or researching a topic for my next video, or continuing to understand how I can provide you better value so I can meet you where you are along your journey. So here's my question for you. What's one thing that you would love to be able to do? Not something that you should do, or not something that is the most responsible thing for you to do, but what's that burning desire that you have inside of yourself that you want to accomplish next? What is it that you want? Taking that next right action is the scariest moment of all. That's the scariest part. That's where I feel the most fear. And I can help you take that next step. So if that's something that you're interested in, if that's something that makes sense to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you can receive more videos just like this that can help you take that next right action in your life. And if there's something that you know that you want to do that you've never thought of, or maybe you have been thinking of for far too long, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'd love to know what that is for you. I'd love it if you would join me along this journey as I begin to get money sober. And watch this next video here where you can find out more about how I first began this journey.